poor patients used to take care of. Introspection, improve our soft skills.
Are doing so well and in super specialties both in India and abroad. I would not consider myself as a great teacher. I just learned something along the way. But there are some memories I will carry for a very long time. And that is the sparkle in the eyes of some of our undergraduates when something I said seemed to fire up their enthusiasm for the subject. I think that's a very important role that a student, that a teacher requires to play to guide young minds full of enthusiasm and spirit. Success can often be a heady, and in those days when super specialties had not yet taken root, I was very enthusiastic in taking up anything and everything that came my way. As one of my students testified recently, that my conversion rates for surgery was almost 100%. I would somehow convince the patient to undergo surgery. I would open up the chest to approach the thoracic spine or the abdomen, work below the bifurcation of the aorta with the help of general surgeons, and I have some of them sitting here who helped me do some very demanding surgery. I can imagine, and I'm sure many of you have heard, that fools run where angels fear to tread. Fortunately for me, I didn't run too fast. The former patient whom I talked about, thoracic spine, is now a medical technician, lab technician, and she applied for a course here in Father Mullers, in fact, for a job. And the latter one I talked about at the abdomen, she has delivered 2 young babies, one recently. So it's a great pleasure to see your old patients come back to you and say that they are fine. And God has blessed me in ways which beyond my dreams. I must in this process thank and acknowledge the help given to me by Dr. P.C. Das, who is not here any longer. He is a pediatric orthopedic surgeon. Dr. Clement, in helping me with the abdominal surgery, and Dr. Madhukar for helping me do the first artificial cervical disc. It was extremely successful, but the patient had some other problems which are not related to the surgery. Dr. Manjunath, who was a urologist, we did some surgeries of the pelvis together, and many others. In fact, all my clinician friends here have some time or the other contributed in my services to the patient, and I thank you all once.
Most handsome, and we were jealous because that doctor's role was considered to be the best. My father was a headmaster. Whenever he used to go to meet a doctor, he used to make me sit outside, because even my father had such a great reverence that when they both speak together, they used to speak about school administration and all, because doctor also was a part. And even today, that reverence I have towards the doctors. As soon as I see a doctor, and that figure which we had in our mind, when I reached to Father Mullers, I could see that same figure in Dr. Jacob Chacko. You see, advertisement doctor means big posters on the highways, and you see most of the doctors, they are there shown look like Dr. Jacob Chacko. Really handsome, but today he expressed his shades of some of his views, how a doctor should be. Some patients, patient party, those who are close to me, they asked, why the doctors all look handsome and beautiful? Beautiful means lady doctors. I have my brother, a psychology professor in the seminary. Once I asked the same question to him also, Father Rock Desa. And he said, there is a reason. Not because you sit in the AC, nobody of you sit in the AC, and if that is the case, I should be the most handsome person. He said, because the healthcare professionals, doctors, they address or attend the sufferings of humankind, suffering humanity, and they know in and out of human suffering. And with that human heart, kind heart, they become so empathetic with the human beings, suffering human beings. Their face shine. That what answer he gave to me. And actually I feel why the healthcare professionals always look, I don't call it as smart, but that radiance in their faces, that divine radiance I can call, it is just because you are doing the work of God Himself. You know, this time our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, I heard one of his speech. You know that Man Ki Baat. This time he addressed about the doctors. First he started with the football player and all those things. Then he said, we are going to celebrate Doctor's Day on July 1st. And he said, God gives us life and doctor gives us what I can call re-life, Janma Punarjanma. He said, He is the one, God gives us life, true, but many times we land up in that situation where doctor comes and gives us new life. Yes, new life. Doctor gives us new life, and it is 100% true. So many of them come to the doctor hopeless, and they have no hope that one could survive in their worst of the situations. They reach the doctor, and doctor not only treats, every word of doctor, his look, his touch, his entire body language communicates continuously to the patient and tells him, assures him, gives him the reassurance that I am there with you, I try my best for you. That is what Dr. Chacko just now he said. Let patient experience that from us, and they will not revolt, he said. Dear friends,